computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
I may as well just talk now. Hi everybody, how's it going? How are we doing tonight? I'm doing alright. Hey, how's it going? Let me turn this down a little bit. It's her OMG. We vibing. Good. Let me go back. There we go. Good, good. There she is. Yes, it is I. Cheese. Let me move this a little. That's better. I have to do this. Long story short, I live in an old house that we renovated, but we didn't renovate it completely. And so apparently the other day, my wall outlet just kind of crapped out on me. So we're streaming from my bed because I can't be at my normal setup because the wall outlet crapped out of me. Um,
Cheese.
Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, this kind of an awkward angle. So if I'm like constantly just moving around and stuff like that, it's because I'm on my bed and I'm just adjusting on my bed. The Canadian government isn't sure when Canada became a sovereign state. Its Supreme Court ruled that sovereignty occurred sometime between 1919 and 1931. Interesting. Interesting. Thanks, Nightbot. Thank you. So anyway, tonight we are playing a game or a demo called SunMoonVerse. So I'm not sure how many of you know, but I am making my own game. Nightbot at 5 p.m. Yeah, it's always Nightbot. But I am making my own game. I don't know if it's. I know what it's called, but it's still in rough early production. But it has been a lot of fun to figure out the coding and the art and the stories and all that. But while I was doing that at one point, I stumbled, like while I was looking up coding tips and help online, I stumbled across someone else's demo, and I figured that could be a fun idea to try to play, to stream. Why not? I was gonna play it earlier, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just play it on stream. Why not? Like, it's support another artist, you know? Support another person that's here just trying to make a fun game. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. The game is called SunMoonVerse. Let me pause this. Or should I keep the background sound on? Do you guys want the background music? Or should I turn it off? What do you guys think? She's looking like she got some peely makeup on. I do have some peely makeup on. It's hard to see in this lighting. Yes. Peely makeup from Fortnite. Which I need to stream that again soon, but I also just need to play it again soon at some point. I haven't had no motivation to play. So, thank you, Hannah, thank you. But do you guys want the background music? Or should I turn it off? Because I'm not sure if the game has background music or not. So, yeah. We might want it. But then if there is music, it might be distracting. I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off. Okay. So, this is the game. SunMoonVerse. Maybe see if the game has music first. I think it does, because I looked at the credits. And it does show that there is some music. I just don't know how often it plays. So, yeah. But this is SunMoonVerse demo 1.0. It's a little, I believe, let me read the description. It is a fantasy romance visual novel where you play as a magical veterinarian named Sunny moving to a mysterious small town on the coast. So yeah, it sounds like a cute time. It sounds like a fun time. The concept art for it is really pretty. I like some of the characters that I see in it. I think it's going to be cool. So, yeah, I'm kind of excited. Like, I don't know, I haven't played a game like this in a long time. And, seeing this made me excited to play it. Sorry, I'm making sure everything looks good. What is happening? Wait a minute, I need to refresh this. Sorry, one second. There we go. Okay. Alright, you guys ready? Let's start. Game designed by Lily. That is adorable. Is it a hamster or a chinchilla or a mouse? I don't know, but it's very cute. Follow me in my itch.io for updates. Aquariumaesthetic.itch.io. Hey you! Yes you! Click to continue. Oh! Right click at any time to access the menu. You can find the controls and accessibility settings there. Okay, thanks! Enjoy the game! Thank you, little dude. Oh, pretty. Oh, that looks lovely. Oh, wow. Being as somebody, I'm somebody that's making my own game and seeing all the different things you can do in with it's called Ren'Py, I believe is how you say it. Seeing all the different things you can do with Ren'Py and now seeing how this person's done it. It looks really nice so far. I like the text box. That's pretty. Oh, that's a bright city lights, bustling streets. I'm constantly surrounded by people, and yet it's so lonely. So when I saw an opportunity to leave, magical creature specialist wanted, grant funding available for rural practices. I would have been a fool not to take it. Notice of resignation. I gave my job my resignation letter, packed up my things, and before I knew it, I was in the car halfway there. Ooh, beautiful. I like the sound effects. Sunny, dot dot dot. Whoa. Despite living only a few hours from the coast, it had been years since I had seen the ocean. To think that I could see it every day now. It's beautiful. Well done. Well done, Lily. I like your game so far. The blue sea was mesmerizing. So far, I held no regrets for leaving my old life. I could barely contain my excitement as we reached the destination. After gathering my things and paying the driver, I stood in front of my new home. Aw, that's really good! I love this. This is really good. I'm liking this a lot. After gathering my things and paying the driver, I stood in front of my new home, my new future. The joy I held in my heart turned into jitters in my legs. As I stood in front of the walkway, my body was paralyzed with the possibilities this big, yellow house had in store. This is it! Oh, the music's nice! This is my new life. Right in front of me. As I stood in front of the pathway, my body was paralyzed with the possibilities this big yellow house had in store. Cute. Until Yams squeaked an annoyance at me. Whoops, sorry little guy. I squished your tummy a little too hard, heh? Yams brought me back down to reality, as he always does. Alright, let's go, Yams. To our new home. This is a cute game. I like it. Yellow house, too perfect. I know, right? It's perfect for me. Oh, I gotta click again. After finding the key hidden by the front door, I let myself in to see inside for the first time. There's a dead mouse. This is cute. I like it's all hand drawn by her apparently. I like it a lot. The house seemed much bigger on the inside than the photos in the ad suggested. It was becoming clear that the house needed some tender love and care. The paint on the walls was dull and chipping, and there was dust as far as my eyes could see. This place could use some work. Nothing I can't handle, though. Oh, I was supposed to text my sister when I made it, but... Oh, look at that. No service. Oh, no service. Maybe I should have thought about this before. I have a couple of hours till the movers get here. I could walk to town in that time. I could use some cleaning supplies, too. Nice. Really well drawn. I'm really a fan of the art in this game. I think it's really good. With Yams in tow, I locked up the house and made my way down the road. I could hear the waves from the seaside faintly over the rustling of the trees lining the road. I always pictured the country as silent and peaceful, the opposite of the metropolis I just left. It was not silent at all, though. Oh. I heard birds and wind and small critters scurrying through the brush at the sound of my footsteps. The rhythmic sound of the ocean in the distance was a constant force. It was not silent here, but I was certainly at peace. Connection found. Hey! Hey, I have some bars. Hi, sis. I made it to town. Hey, I was worried about you. I thought you were supposed to get there over an hour ago. Sorry about that. Coverage is kind of spotty out here. Was it a scam? Like, were you really just able to walk into an empty house? No scam. It's a little dusty, but that's not something a little elbow grease can't fix, lol. If you say so. You know, it's pretty reckless of you to agree to move somewhere you've never even seen. Like, uncharacteristically reckless. I can be spontaneous, too. Sometimes. Bruh. Oh my gosh! Just be safe. Keep in touch, okay? Will do. Love ya. Phew, someone knows where I am now. Other than Yams, of course. As I walked the path, the tips of buildings began to appear just up over the hillside. It looks like I'm getting close. Soon later, I crossed the bridge leading into a quiet town. There was hardly a car on the road, but it was far from a ghost town. Every building had its lights on, and open signs greeted me as I passed. The stark difference to the city kept surprising me. I don't know what I expected. The comparatively small buildings let the natural light of the sky grace the streets. The wide road left a clear view of the sea. I passed by a diner, a library, a mechanic, and a fancy-looking building with a sign that needed repainting. I felt like I could breathe as I explored. The claustrophobia of being locked in a metropolis was gone. After some time... Yams! Look, there's a general store. Let's stop in. I found the general store and the cleaning supplies that lurked within it. After finding a handy bucket to store the goods in, I left the shop, retracing my steps back to the house. We still have time, Yams. Let's go find something to eat. Didn't we pass the diner? Let's stop there. Okay. Retracing my steps, I found the diner. Something caught my eye as I walked, though. Oh, a bulletin board. Help wanted. Magical creature specialist needed. See Wizard Gale for details. A magical creature specialist? I wonder how long this has been here. I should check in with this person sooner rather than later. Huh? There's no phone number, though. Or an address, for that matter. Maybe I could ask around. Yams is cute. Sorry, Yams. You're right. Food first. I unpinned the flyer from the board and carefully folded it up and placed it in my phone. The diner was relatively small, though there were plenty of people around. I probably caught the lunch rush. This could be a good opportunity to ask about the flyer. Yams and I took a seat up at the bar and ordered. While we waited, I took a quick picture with Yams to send to my sister. Hopefully an adorable selfie with an adorable hamster will bait her into visiting me sometime soon. No service. Damn. No service again? Even in town, the connection is spotty. I'll have to figure this out sooner rather than later. I don't want to get stranded somewhere. Not when I have a cute little baby-faced hamster to look after. Hehe. Excuse me, pardon my intrusion. I turned around to see the face of the voice of someone who had taken a seat next to me. Ooh. Wow, the lady who sat next to me was gorgeous. She was dressed cutely in an almost overbearing pink ensemble, like she had just stepped onto the streets of the art district of the city. I love it. She's so pink. I love it so much. I could never pull off something like that gaudy, but she makes wearing all pink look effortless. I saw your subtle selfie there, and your not so subtle lack of cell service. May I see your phone? Sure. Possibly being naive, I gingerly handed my phone over. The woman pulled out a wand covered in ribbons and lace. It was something straight out of a magical girl comic. She silently gestured with her hand at the phone before handing it back to me. There you are. That should work a little bit better. Connection found! Sure enough, my phone connected to the tower instantly. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Nova. You can thank me. Oh, okay. Thank you, Nova. You can thank me by visiting my shop down the street. Supernova Boutique. You can't miss it. This reminds me of your game somewhat. Yeah, doesn't it, G? It's very similar in, like... Because it's the same software. Or I guess it's the software. It's the same... Like, we use the same thing to make our games. It's called Ren'Py. So, it's very similar in that aspect, but the story so far is a little different. But it's cute. I like it. I've made a lot of changes to my game since you last played, I think, that I have to show you. Anyway, Supernova Boutique. You can't miss it. I hope to see you there. I silently waved goodbye, a little astounded by what had just happened. There were witches, wizards, sorceresses, and pretty much anyone else who practiced arcane arts, but I rarely crossed paths with anyone practicing magic in public. And that witch Nova just helped me out of nowhere. I've got to go thank her. Maybe she knows something about this wizard person, too. Or wizard Gale person, too. Supernova! Yes, she's named Nova, just like your dog. That's pretty fun. I'm surprised you didn't say something sooner. Unless there's a lag, which there's sometimes a lag with my streams. After finishing and paying for our food, Yams and I hastily made our way down the street in search of the boutique. The search was short-lived as Nova's store stood out like a pink manicured thumb. Supernova Boutique. Aw, that's cute. The building was a shade of light, dusty pink. The shop sign was framed with vanity lights. ... This looks exactly how I would have pictured a store owned by that woman. I could have sworn I had seen this store someplace before. Inside the shop was a stark contrast to the streets outside. The subtle, understated colors of the old painted buildings were directly juxtaposed by the polished, pastel pink interior of the boutique. I was greeted by tall mannequins posed dramatically in cutting-edge fashion. Some pieces were flashy and eye-catching, like you would see on a classy runway. Some of the other mannequins were dressed in understated yet luxurious-looking casual wear. I would have never expected a place like this to be here. I was so distracted by the allure of it all, I did not notice a tailor hidden behind a gown and hard at work a few feet away from me. They were hand-stitching a shimmery trim, thread flying through the air in an exaggerated motion. I could feel the pride and artistry from the motion alone. Oh.
Cheese.
Hi, Maze. Welcome in. How you doing? Thank you for the hydrate and for the cheese. Welcome in. And yes, this game is really cute so far, Hannah. I like it a lot. Why did that get me too? Mace has good timing. Hello, excuse me, but is Nova back yet? Oh! As I approached and peeked behind the dress, I was surprised to see no one. The needle was threading the dress on its own. No person required. As I grew more aware of my surroundings, I realized that I was standing in an empty room. My only company was a series of needles working on their own projects. The hairs on the nape of my neck stood up. It seemed silly to feel unnerved, though. I already knew that Nova was a witch. She had just fixed my phone. But I had never seen anyone use magic this way. It was a little uncanny. Oh, look at you. You actually showed up. Nova appeared out of the back room holding a cup of tea. This woman had such a sophisticated presence. She was graceful and elegant. There was no way that she could enter a room unnoticed. Thank you so much for earlier. Oh, that was nothing. All that took was a speck of mana and a touch of reality. She laughed lightly to herself. I didn't get the joke, though. Now that you're here, though, let me find you a piece to pick up today. I promise it will make your friends at home jealous. Oh, I'm not a visitor. I just moved here today, actually. Nova blinked in surprise. Just today? Yes, like an hour ago. Thank you, Maze, for the vine boom. The witch seemed to be taken aback, though her surprise was quickly replaced with her charismatic smile. Welcome to Salty Cove, then. It's Sunny. A grand welcome to you, Sunny. As I am certain you've gathered by now, we don't get a lot of visitors, let alone new arrivals. If I may be so nosy, what are you doing out here? I saw that this town needed a magical creature specialist. Nova chewed on this for a moment, taking a healthy sip of tea. So despite there being senior MCS positions basically everywhere, you chose to move out to the middle of nowhere? Yes, pretty much. Good time. Yes, good time, Mace. Nova laughed. What would an unhealthy sip of tea be? I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe just like sipping and then coughing it up. I don't know. I didn't even think about that. That's a good question. Nova laughed as she placed her teacup on an ornate tea table. With a small wave of her hand, a pair of chic chairs swept across the floor. That's a tongue twister. Chic chairs. English language. Oh my gosh. Chic chairs. Go on, take a seat. I want to hear all about it. I needed a second to process the heavy air of magic around me. Nova did not seem to mind as she poured herself another cup of tea. I wordlessly took the seat next to the witch and watched with wide eyes as she conjured another teacup with an effortless flick. I'm not used to seeing magic like this. Oh really? Where did you live? Under a rock? Haha, no. I lived in the neighboring city. I guess I didn't get out too much. Well, if you ever need a quick stitch or hem, I am the witch you should call. I am the finest wand witch in town. That's simply a fact. I smiled politely at Nova's assertion. I did not know much about wand magic, but I had never seen anything like the invisible tailors at this shop. Nova poured an extra cup and pushed it in my direction. Rose Hips tea. Please don't be shy. Ooh, looks nice. Thank you. Taking a sip of the tea, I felt refreshed. Yams. Yams was getting restless in my lap, though. Thank you so much for everything today. I need to go home, though. The movers will be there soon. If it's alright with you, I'll come back later. Nova seemed a little disappointed, but quickly brushed it off. Of course, dear. It's been a pleasure meeting you. I do expect you to come back, though, so no forgetting about it. I won't forget. The flyer in my pocket seemed to vibrate. That's right. Oh, Nova, I have a question for you. Yes, what is it? I pulled out the flyer and placed it on the table. Help wanted, magically reach specialist needed. See Wizard Gale for details. Do you know anything about this Wizard Gale? I want to see if I can help, but there's no phone number. Nova was silent as she read over the brief description. Her cheerful aura turned into one of green resentment. That recluse? They run a spell shop up at the top of the hill. It's a light green building with a sign you can't miss. I didn't want to bother her for details just this moment, but there was definitely something she wasn't telling me. Okay, thank you so much. I'll come again soon if that's okay. I politely finished my cup of tea and gathered a squirming Yams in my arms. Yes, do return soon. She hesitated before continuing. Yams is so cute. I like Yams too. He's adorable. Or she or they, I'm not sure. She hesitated before continuing. Sunny, if you do visit that wizard, tell me all the juicy details, okay? Promise. She laughed it off as a joke, but something told me she was serious. Promise, it's a date. Back home now. On the way home, the song of the birds passed through my ears with no notes. The drones of the waves. Sorry. The drone of waves in the distance was effectively silent. My head was in another world, in a dizzying state trying to process everything that had happened this afternoon. There was a feeling to the air that was so different than what I was used to. At first, I had assumed that it was just a fresh breath of the seaside, but maybe it was something greater. I was so lost in thought that I nearly walked right by the house. You saved the day again, Yams. Once inside, I got to work cleaning up the dusty house. Hopefully I could get it in a semi-presentable state before I put all my stuff in. Lovely! Look at that. There, that's a little better. No more cobwebs. Shortly after, the movers came with a large truck filled with all the stuff I chose to keep. With their help, getting all the boxes and furniture in was a breeze. I soon realized that the task of putting everything away was going to be an endeavor on its own. Why did I bring so much stuff? This is going to take forever. How did I even fit all of this in the old apartment? Amidst my complaints, I felt the heaviness of exhaustion weigh down on me. Taking a peek outside, the sun was already hovering low in the sky. It's already so late. Maybe all of this can wait until tomorrow? Aw, cute! By the next morning, I had only put away the bare minimum. There was no real rush to set up the house. The clinic, on the other hand. Oh, right. I should go check in with this person. I'm definitely not procrastinating on packing this mess. That's cute. The skies were as sunny and clear as yesterday, though the winds blowing in from the coast were chilly. That pick of yams, alright, isn't that cute? I was thankful not to have to go exploring in the rain. Once I made it to town, I recalled Nova's directions. The shop should just be up this hill. Wizard Gale. Perfect. Unlike Nova's sign, it was an old sign painted with a mild blue color with fading letters. No glamour or flashing lights. As I approached the store, I started to feel nervous. Yesterday, there was something Nova was keeping from me about this wizard. Could they be dangerous? No, Nova would have warned me. Wizard Gale isn't all that descriptive. What's their specialization? This person could be anyone. ... Ugh, this is so nerve-wracking. Yes. Yeah, okay, you're right. They're probably not like Gandalf or any other famous person. Nice reference. I should just knock. I look like a weirdo just standing here. Still, the nervousness I felt seemed out of place. Setting my reservations aside, I brought my fist up to the door and gave it a few firm thumps. My legs stood like they were made out of rubber, and I felt more anxious not knowing why. Ooh, Wizard Gale. ... The person who opened the door was a far cry from a bearded wise Merlin figure. Was this what caused my jitters? Did I subconsciously sense that I would run into someone gorgeous beyond belief? Hello. Did you need something? When they spoke, their voice was like velvet. It was embarrassing that something so silly would leave me speechless. Gandalf is canon! Gandalf is canon in this universe, yes! Ooh, I know, Hannah. They're handsome. My words had gotten lost. I feel that. My words had gotten lost on the way out, landing firmly as a lump in my throat. Are you lost? No. Sorry. It was impossible to read their expression. It's too late to go back now, though. This had to be the Wizard Gale from the flyer, right? I wordlessly reached into my pocket and pulled out the flyer. Help wanted, magical creature specialist needed. See Wizard Gale for details. As they reached out to take the paper, my heart stopped as their fingers brushed mine. Do you know someone who can help with this? Okay, Sunny, pull yourself together. Actually, I am a magical creature specialist. I'm starting to practice in town soon. The wizard looked me up and down. It was a little rude, but I can't really blame them. Do you need to see my credentials? Their stoicism was replaced with a charming smile, and they laughed lightly. How about we take this conversation inside? The wizard stepped aside, beckoning me into the front room of the shop. It seems legit enough. Would it be naive to just go in? Ooh, nice house. I stepped into a homey front room. It looked more like a living room than a shop. There were 2 cozy armchairs in front of a small fireplace. Along the walls, bookshelves lined with various reference texts, jars filled with herbs and oddities, candles, and other odds and ends. At the wizard's behest, Cheese needs some caffeine. No, I don't. I'm fine. I'm just not used to talking so much. Well, I am, but whatever. At the wizard's behest, I took a seat across from him. I appreciate that you came all the way out here on my account. Sorry for intruding. There was no phone number on the flyer. Ah, I apologize for that. I didn't bother listing a contact number, as I assumed that anyone interested would just stop by, as you did. Nor did I anticipate that a traveler would go out of their way to help with something as cryptic as this. Oh, I'm not a visitor. I just moved here. Oh, thank you, Hannah, for the Taco Bell bomb. Did you end up getting Taco Bell? Is that what you're telling me? I saw an ad out for a magical creature specialist and, well, the rest doesn't matter. The wizard chewed on my words for a few moments. I see. Excuse my assumptions, in that case. My name is Gale, but many people here just call me the wizard. I'm happy to make your acquaintance. Oh, right. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Sunny. Oh, I'm really fighting the urge. Well, G redeemed stretch. Thank you, G, for redeeming stretch. Let me stretch really quick. Alright. Ooh, that felt nice. I pulled out my MCS credentials from my bag and set them on the coffee table. Dr. Sullivan, Serenity, Magical Creature Specialist, MCS. So where did the nickname Sunny come from? Gale looked it over carefully. Just Sunny? Not Dr. Serenity Sullivan? Ah, no. Just Sunny is fine. Dr. Sullivan is too formal. Sunny it is, then. Oh, this is Yams, my loyal hamster. He is rather large for a hamster, no? Are you sure he isn't a rabbit? Don't be silly, of course he's a hamster. He's a giant hamster. They're pretty rare on this side of the world, though. He shouldn't get too much bigger than the size of a grown hare. Gale smiled politely before changing subjects. Did I go off on too much of a tangent? About the ad. Right. There's an animal injured in the forest, and it's in everyone's best interest if we help it. I can't approach it myself, though. How ominous. Why would he need an MCS instead of just a regular veterinarian? Do you have experience with large creatures? Yeah, a bit. I helped a griffin with a broken wing once. That's about as big as I've had the chance to treat so far. Really? A griffin? Gale seemed to stew on this information. That's exactly what I need help with. Really? A griffin? Yeah, there is a griffin with an injured wing in the forest. It's in a lot of pain and acting erratically. As a result, going into the forest is extremely dangerous right now. Aside from not having access to vital ingredients, I'm worried that an unknowing hiker will stumble into its path. That's not good. No good indeed. I want both their outfits. I know, right? Deep stretch. Yes, deep stretch is good. Let me move my phone so I can see you guys better. There we go. No good indeed. I'm happy and able to help. But for something as large and potentially dangerous as a griffin, I would appreciate some assistance. Would you be willing to show me its den? I'm more than willing to accompany you. Great. I'd rather attend the creature sooner. I'd rather attend to the creature sooner rather than later. Most griffins are diurnal, so at night its defenses will be down. Are you available and willing to go with me tonight, just after sundown? That sounds acceptable to me. It's a date. Alright, I'll come back later. After taking my leave, the nervousness that had consumed me just a little while ago was replaced with giddiness. He called it a date. ... Okay, time to get serious. That griffin needs my help. Aww. Back home. A date. I know. I wonder, she doesn't remember that she called it a date with, Nova. She said it's a date whenever she said she'll come back to talk to Nova. So it's kind of funny that she's looking at this one different. I returned home and dug through my boxes for some supplies. I'm happy that I kept this stuff. I don't even know where to get some of these materials are. Where to get? Oh, here. Nova and Gale would probably know, though. That's right. I told Nova I would tell her what happened with Gale. And hang on, not only am I meeting up with a stranger, I'm going to be treating a griffin. I need to text my sister. Hey, are you busy right now? Never too busy for my babyest sister. Ready to move home already? No, it's kind of serious. What's going on? Well, I have my first patient. Apparently there's an injured griffin in the woods. Tonight I'm going with the wizard in town to help it. And probably the most gorgeous person I've ever met. This isn't funny. You've been in town for less than a day and you're already getting into trouble? That wizard could be like an axe murderer or something. You don't know. If he's a wizard, why would he kill me with an axe? Wouldn't he use a staff or something? I like that. It's funny. And did you read the part that says that I'm going to be treating a griffin? I think the wizard is the least of my worries right now. Okay, I trust your judgment. Just be careful and call me as soon as you get home. I love you, sis. I love you too. Don't worry too much, okay? I appreciate Ashley's concern, but I am just gonna have to trust the wizard on this. Maybe I'll check in with Nova again before I go. Griffins are usually guardians of something. Maybe that's the source of Nova's reservations with Gale. Could the griffin be protecting something for him? I should just ask Nova what she thinks. I still have plenty of time to prepare. It's not like these boxes are going anywhere. Hi, Nova. I hope I'm not bugging you, but I ended up visiting the wizard this morning. Are you busy right now? No, not really. I'll be there in a wave of a wand. Wink. I barely had a moment to think about what Nova could have meant before hearing a knock at the door. Could that be... Upon entering the door, my suspicions were confirmed. Nova was smiling at me on the doorstep like it was a typical Tuesday affair to appear out of nowhere. Hi again, Nova. Hello, dear. Is this a bad time? No. But I would really like it if you explained how you got here so fast. And sorry about the mess. I really wasn't expecting company. Didn't you just move in yesterday? How about I help you out in exchange for the proverbial tea? Wand magic will make cleaning this place up a cinch. Ah, thank you, but it's really okay. Feel free to have a seat anywhere. Nova and I sat amongst the boxes and moving clutter. It was the exact opposite of the pristine aesthetic of her shop. So, the wizard. Yes, what did they need? Well, apparently there's an injured griffin out in the woods. Excuse me? Forest Guardian is injured? How is that even possible? It is uncommon for griffins to sustain injuries. I hope it's not something sinister. Did you know anything about this before? ... Is there anything I should know about this wizard? Well, I doubt that even he would go so far as to hurt a forest guardian or anything else for that matter. If not for moral reasons, then definitely so he doesn't anger the goddess. As hilarious as it would be to witness the fallout, gods forbid, of course. Okay, thank you. I agreed to meet with him tonight so I can start treatment. Nova, you said that this griffin is guarding the forest? The griffin was entrusted with guarding the forest and mounted by the goddess here. That's why it has the title of Forest Guardian, if it wasn't obvious. Okay, thank you for the information. I probably should have asked the wizard a few more follow-up questions. Of course, sweetie, anytime. I'm sorry to ask for gossip with something so serious happening, but I would be lying if I said that I wasn't dying to know how your meeting with that old recluse went. Oh, right. To be honest, it was really nice. I am pretty excited to see him later, though I wish the circumstances were different. You wouldn't have even met them under different circumstances, I'm afraid. Not in any meaningful way, anyway. Really? That wizard has a reputation for avoiding people at all costs, and for being one snoot. I do not understand what they have against wand magic. Do you have an argument about magic or something? Well, arguments require 2 individuals to participate. All I got was a condescending smirk and a cold shoulder. They didn't even pay me a second thought. Me, Nova, and Pink Witch, and Destroyer of Godly Regimes. That wizard is too cowardly to even show me what they can do in a duel or show of skill. Destroyer of Godly Regimes. ... I think this meeting with Nova may have raised more questions than it answered. But I really did not want to pester her for details. Ah, thank you for all the info, Nova. Gale isn't, dangerous though, right? No, I don't think you need to worry about that. Like I said, I don't think he would hurt anyone for fear of the goddess's wrath. She runs a tight operation and snips away any loose threads. Somehow, I did not feel reassured. Well, let me get out of your hair. I presume you'll need to prepare for your mythical rendezvous. Yes, thank you again for everything. Safe travels home. See you soon, hun. And with a quick wave of her wand, Nova disappeared in a burst of light. I really need to get used to this. After Nova left, I spent the rest of the afternoon preparing for tonight. I packed anything I could need from the supplies I had on hand. Bandages, soothing medicine, my biggest splint. I had to wipe the dust off of my neglected doctor's bag. It was a classic hinged bag made of leather. I had not packed it since graduating from the academy. Oh wait, did I say not unpacked it? Oh, yeah, I don't know. The office job I had in the city was anything but hands-on. That's why I'm here, after all. Once my bag was packed, I double-checked my reference books for greater mythical beasts. It looks like I will need to bring an offering for the griffin. The injury might be impacting its ability to find food. Oh, it's raining where I am. Nice. I should bring a snack. Okay, Yams, you're the snack. Just kidding. You should stay here. The griffin might eat you if you come with me. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yams pouted while giving me a big, adorable hamster eyes. Yams, you have to stay here. You are not bird lion food. That's cute. After getting Yams a little snack of his own, I departed from the house to find a nice fish to feed the griffin. Luckily, I was able to catch the fish merchant before closing. This fish should do. Oh, yeah, that's a nice looking fish. It's about sundown, so maybe I can stop at the wizard's house a bit early. I hope they don't mind. Wizard Gale. As I approached the shop, the nervousness I felt this morning had mostly dissipated. Still, when the wizard answered the door, my heart skipped a beat, and I became acutely aware of the smelly fish I was about to bring into his house. Good evening, Dr. Sunny. I didn't expect you so early. Be calm, Sunny. I'm here on a mission. Yams is the Paimon of this game, emergency food. Honestly, though, yeah, I think so. Nah, I mean, Paimon, they're both great. I love that. That's funny. Hi again. I hope you don't mind me coming here so early. I needed to grab some bait from the market before they closed, and I trailed off for fear of rambling on. I don't mind at all. Come in. Ooh, he doesn't mind at all. Inside, I didn't want to sit for fear of getting fish guts everywhere. I must have looked silly holding a comically large fish in a stranger's house. Luckily, Gale addressed the elephant, or I guess the fish, in the room. Would you like me to put the fish in the refrigerator for now? This is cute. I like this. Phew, what a relief. It really stinks in here. I should have thought about this before. Yes, please. Sorry for the smell. It's for the griffin, if that wasn't obvious. So much for holding it together. Thankfully, Gale simply laughed and took the fish to the other room. After a moment, he returned. I would have never thought of bringing a ripe fish to the griffin. An injured griffin may have a difficult time catching food. The idea is that a nice dinner will put us in its good graces. That makes sense. I'm glad to have professional help with this. Ah, no problem. That's why I came here. I took a quick glance at the window and noticed the sun was barely visible over the horizon. Like clockwork, a hearty yawn escaped from me. Excuse me, I'm a little sleepy. I think I must have been a sunflower in another life. When the sun goes down, that's it for me. And that was probably the weirdest possible thing I could have said. No, that was cute. That wasn't weird. Oh, I just brewed a fresh cup of coffee. Can I pour you a cup? Ah, thanks, but I don't want to trouble you. It's no trouble. I'll be right back. Gale returned with a delicious-looking cold brew. Here, please take it. I just finished brewing it as you arrived. Ooh, that does look pretty good. If you don't like it, then please don't feel pressured to finish it. After taking a sip, I realized that would not be an issue. Thank you, it's really good. I was not just being polite. The drink was as delicious as it looked. Consider an apology for not offering you a drink earlier. And a thank you for helping me with this issue so promptly. You don't have to thank me. This is exactly why I moved here. So, how far into the forest do we have to hike? I was a little hasty this morning. I should have asked for more information then. The Griffin Den is in the heart of the forest. Or maybe it's more accurate to say that the Griffin is the heart of the forest. I didn't get what he meant. Should I have brought camping gear? Gale laughed, but my question was in earnest. That won't be necessary. I know a shortcut. Oh, are you going to do magic? I guess I'm not that subtle. Yes, when you're finished with your drink, we're going to use that circle there. This is super cute. It is super cute. I really like this game. I hope she finishes it. Because, like, this is really fun. I like this a lot. The story is really interesting. Yes, when you're finished with your drink, we're going to use that circle there. The wizard gestured to circle drawn in chalk on the floor. Along the outer edge were symbols I had never seen before. I fought the urge to gulp down the rest of my coffee in my excitement about the magic circle. As the wizard and I finished our refreshments, we retrieved the fish and Gale beckoned me over to the circle. Are you ready, Doctor? I doubt you need me to tell you this, but it might be dangerous. We will be landing nearby the den. It will be alerted to our presence immediately. Unfortunately, I found that matter out the hard way. Yes, let's go. That's the spirit. Gale retrieved a small vial from his pocket and dropped it on the ground, instantly shattering it. Ooh. Before I could take another breath, a bright flash of light filled my vision. My head was whipped into what felt like the atmosphere of the highest peaks. My head felt like it would explode from the pressure in my ears. Oh, she's holding the fish. Oh, that's a cute picture. After what seemed like an eternity, my feet met solid ground. Almost. I stumbled while gripping the griffin's offering for dear life. Thankfully, the wizard caught me by my shoulders, steadying me to my feet. Are you alright? Yes, I'm okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, I should have warned you. I don't usually travel with others. Please excuse my lack of foresight. No, it's really okay. I'm just happy that I didn't squeeze the fish so hard it exploded. Ha! Why did I say that? Thankfully, Gale laughed. I'm glad he thinks fish guts are funny. We should probably keep our voices down. You said the den is just up ahead, right? Yes, with all that noise, I'm surprised it hasn't found us by now. That's not good. That might mean it's too injured to wander far from its nest. Well, nearby was a loud, rumbling shriek. It was a chimeric combination of roar and squawk. Let's go. The wizard and I traversed a thin layer of brush, and before us... The griffin! There was the griffin. Okay, this is it, wizard. Stand back. Excuse me, Miss Griffin. I'm here to help you. I know you must be very hungry, so I brought you something to eat. Drag and drop items onto the griffin. Oh. Oh. Oh, how cool. I tossed the fish as high in the air as I could, and the griffin swallowed it in one fell gulp. Excuse me, I see that your wing is injured. I would very much like to help you with it. The griffin looked me over carefully before turning its attention to Gale. Please do not worry about my companion. He is the one who brought me to you. Imagine you tossed and it floated like that. That'd be hilarious. That'd be a slow motion throw. Do I need to back away? I would rather not leave you here in case things go wrong. No, just stay still and don't make eye contact. It's just being cautious. Wouldn't you be worried if some stranger came into your home unannounced? Heh, I suppose. Isn't that what you did earlier, though? Good point. The griffin was done deliberating and turned its attention away from Gale and I. Okay, it's turned its back to us. I can approach it now. Oh. Oh. Aww. After gingerly applying some pain-relieving salve and wrapping the wing in thick bandages, I backed away from the griffin slowly. Why is its name not Peter? I get it. I think it's a girl griffin, though, she said. I think she said Miss Griffin, so. But I like the joke. Thank you for letting me help you. The mighty beast bowed its enormous beak towards me in a gesture of gratitude. I'll come back soon to check on you, okay? Nice. We did it. Beautiful background. I gathered my equipment and Gale and I made our way out of the den and over to where we first landed. In the rush of teleporting and helping the griffin, I failed to notice that this mountainside gave me a beautiful view of the stars. I never got to see anything like this back home in the city. It is beautiful. Are you ready to go home? Would you mind if we stayed here for just a minute? The background is the nighttime equivalent of the OG Windows background. Is it? I can't tell. I think it looks really pretty. Is it shifting colors? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. The lights are shifting. That's awesome. Would you mind if we stayed here for just a minute? Not to trouble you. Yeah, that's awesome. Not to trouble you. I've just never seen stars like this before. No, I don't mind at all. Gale and I sat amongst the brush and silently looked at the stars. Aw, this is sweet. ... I just moved here yesterday, and I've already helped a mythical beast and made 2 friends in the process. Now I am able to see one of the beauties of the world, spread out like inverted ink drops on an endless canvas. In the city, there were only a couple of lonely stars in the sky. But here, I couldn't count them all if I tried. It's funny how the only thing that changed was my perspective. I was not sure how long we had been sitting there. Minutes? Hours? Either way, it felt like an eternity before my neck got stiff, and I eventually broke the silence. You gotta learn how to do that for your game. I will! If the scene calls for it, I'll do it. I'm just trying to think if the scene will call for it. Thank you very much for waiting here with me. It's really no problem at all. I actually come here all the time. That's how I noticed that the griffin was injured. So I'm really happy you were able to help, Sunny. It's so nice to have company once in a while, too. It's my honor and pleasure to help. Aw, they're cute! We sat in silence for a few more minutes. Instead of appreciating the beautiful stars, I've realized what a funny turn of events unfolded today. It was funny how I moved to the middle of nowhere and ended up on a little adventure with the most gorgeous person I'd ever met. This was a far cry from the quiet life I was expecting. We should head back now, if you don't mind. Of course. Flash, flash. Oh, we're back to my house. The wizard gently held my shoulders to keep me from falling this time. Oh, sweet. So much for being a quick learner. Huh? We're at my house. I did not think that you would particularly enjoy walking in the dark. Not without your loyal guard hamster. That's so thoughtful, thank you. Yams is probably going crazy in there without me. This is a good place for a clinic. You'll do well here. I'm excited to start. Though, technically, I guess I already started. So, thanks for giving me my first referral and for all the help tonight. Please do not hesitate to call me again, especially to help with this griffin. I won't. Good. ... This is there's an awkward tension. Like looking up at the endless sea of stars in the mountain, I felt like an eternity passed as Gale and I stood outside my doorstep. As much as I wanted to, I couldn't really think of any good excuse to stay out later. I had already imposed enough, and yet I didn't want to part ways just yet. Thankfully, I wasn't the one who had to break the silence. Dr. Sunny? Yes. Gale appeared to be choosing his words carefully. Good night. Aw, this is cute! I like this! Good night. Aww. I don't know what I was expecting. From there, I said my goodbye to the wizard and we parted ways. Yams! The blush. I know, they both blushed. As expected, Yams was jumping around like I had been gone for a decade. I'm home, Yams. Calm down. The pent-up energy I was holding dissolved, and I quickly felt this weight of sleepiness overtake me. Let me just text Ashley, and then I can go to sleep. I'm home. Mission successful. Thank God. I'm glad you didn't get eaten. Or staff murdered. Nope. I'll tell you all about it tomorrow. Night. Good night. Adorable. This game is really adorable. My mic is acting up? Oh. I fell into a deep sleep as soon as my head hit the pillow. My mic is moving. Test. Is it still doing it? Oh yeah, I see it. Can you hear me now? Is it still acting up? I think we're almost done, but is it still acting up? Hopefully not too bad. How distracting is it? Yeah, no, it's better. Good, okay, good. Let me continue. I slept for so long, the sun was already high in the air by the time I had dressed for the day.
You're back.
Thank you, I was like, Sojiro? Where did you come from? Thank you, G, for the 25 bits and for playing the you're back, Sojiro, Persona 5 voice thing. Thank you. That kind of was like jarring. Alright, little yams, it is time for breakfast. Or I guess brunch at this point. Oh, after feeding yams, I was surprised to hear a knock at the door. Who is it? It's Gale! Hi, Gale. Good morning, I think. Good morning indeed. Sorry to disturb you. Yesterday you mentioned that you were normally an early riser, and our adventure yesterday must have disrupted your sleep schedule, which I can imagine is not ideal amidst moving stress. I made this for you so that you don't catch a cold. Oh, that looks tasty. Some soup. Really? You made this? It looks delicious. I'm happy you think so. I grew most of the vegetables myself, so they're fresh. Please enjoy. Would you like to stay? There's enough for both of us, right? Ah, I don't want to impose more than I have. No, you're not imposing at all. I want you to stay. If you insist, I would love to stay for a bit. To be honest, I really wanted to see you again. Really? Yes, I hope that is not an overstep. I was wondering if you'd be interested in going stargazing with me again sometime. I have a variety of telescopes, and I would be honored to show you the stars up close. Please don't feel pressured to accept. I understand if not. I would love to go with you. In that case, it's a date. I'll take a nap first next time. Aww. Wait, is that it? No! I want more! Thanks for playing my game. Follow me here for updates. Okay, love you, bye. Aw, that's cute. Where's the Darth Vader? No! I could add that, I guess. I could add that. Aw, that was really cute! Round of applause. Wait a minute, let me play some applause. Let me just.
Wow.
Oh, thank you for the wow. It is raining. Can you guys hear the rain? But thank you for the wow. Where's the applause? There it is. Woo! Beautiful. That was an adorable game. I really liked that. I like that a lot. I don't have much to say except for I hope that they make a complete game. Because I really enjoyed the story of that. The more you know. Thank you, G. And woo, yes, Hannah, woo, indeed. I've really enjoyed that. That was a fun time. Wait, what is their username? Nope. Lily Aquarium Aesthetic. Give Lily a follow. They're very talented. That was really good. I quite enjoyed that, to be honest. Hey, and you know how long it takes to make something like that? Even that short? Oh yeah, I do. It takes a long time. I don't even have anything comparable to this. Like, that was great. The art was great. The story was really interesting. I hope they make a full game. I don't know how old this is. How old is this? Let's see. Honestly, I have no idea how old this is. More information. Because I'm on the itch.io page right now. It's fairly old. Looks like it was made, I don't know, not that old, a little less than a year ago. But I really enjoyed that. That was really good. Let me flip this to this. There we go. So what did you guys think? Did you guys enjoy it? I thought it was really cute. I thought that was really nice. Is anyone streaming that we can raid? Let me see. I enjoyed it. Me too. That was really nice. We'll raid Bobo. Yeah, we'll raid Bobo. Oh, that was a cute game. I really liked it a lot. That was a good time. I hope they make a full game for it. That was really sweet. Okay, let's raid Bobo, my friend. He is playing Fallout 76. Feel free to give him a follow. He's a nice person. He streams all the time. I just feel bad our schedules never align. But he's a good dude. So give him a follow if you could. All right, there we go. So thank you guys for watching. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see if I decide to. I might just stream Fortnite, and I might just stream more Tears of the Kingdom. We'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. I haven't decided. But thank you guys for watching tonight, for hanging out. It was a good time. Support small creators because they can make some good things, and it's a fun time. For everyone involved, it's a good time. Keep your eyes and ears peeled. If you want to follow me on Discord, or if you want to join our Discord, here's the Discord. Feel free to join. You'll get updates about a lot of things, but especially when I go live, as well as my social medias. You can find me on all my socials, and you'll get notified when I go live there too. But yeah, sometimes I forget, so Discord's a little easier. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, wherever you are, whatever time it is for you, whether it's morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. I hope it's a good one, and I will see you all in the next stream. Have a good one.